It's always a great day when Greenville updates, and fairly unexpectedly, that day is today. That's twice in a week, which is just insane. Let's go ahead and check out everything that's new. A total of 7 new cars were added, including 5 wild, weird, and insane limiteds. I know some of you are excited about this, but they re-added the GLLC beater, which seems more detailed than the outgoing model. My personal favorite limited is this lifted RAM, more on it in a minute. This is one of the stupidest limiteds they've ever made, but at least it gives people without the sports pass an opportunity to buy a T-Rex. I'm still extremely shocked that they add this Citron on me, but this is honestly the perfect time to add it. This was entirely unexpected, but this is a very cool throwback to those of us who played Roblox when every single car was made of bricks. There was a message on the loading screen that said kart racing soon for about a year, and it's finally here in a sense. And the final new car is the Western Little Kobold, which is a go-kart conversion of the crossover of the same name. By the way, all of these limited cars will go off sale on April 3rd at 12 in CDT. Now let's quickly take a closer look at the limiteds. As always, these cars will be getting separate review videos. So firstly, let's check out the little Kobold. It has a really noisy and unfitting horn, which is absolutely hilarious. The amount of detail and effort put into this little car is insane, and it's oddly fun to drive. Its acceleration is extremely surprising as well. Next up is the Western Go-Kart, which looks like it came straight out of Mario Kart. As you'd expect, it handles absolutely perfectly and grip is insanely good. It's extremely fun to drive, unlike anything else currently in Greenville. Next is the Fox Mountain Truck, which sent me a nostalgia rush. I started playing Roblox back in late 2014, so I vividly remember the brick car before the days of mesh cars. It has the same engine sound and horn as most cars back then. It's kind of funny to see it along with regular Greenville cars, but I'm really glad that they added it. Next is the K-Rex, which is basically a KD line T-Rex. Like I've already said, this is a really absurd idea, but it's great for people who don't have the sports pass. This thing has some really unfitting color options that absolutely clash with the pink trim, but black looks decent. The pink taillights are a neat touch, and this thing is very fun to drive as you'd expect. And finally, we have my favorite limited, which is the lifted RAM. My avatar is pretty tall, but I'm completely dwarfed standing next to it. This thing is stupidly fun to drive, is highly detailed, it's extremely fast, and it can climb over basically anything. It's deplorable in every possible way. Now that we're finished with the new cars, let's check out the new police tape that was added. I honestly thought the police tape was going to be a joke, but they thankfully put restrictions in place so it can't be abused. You just click on an upright object and connect it to another close upright object. Now let's see if a car can go through it. This is the moment of truth, guys. And there you have it, cars can drive through. It looks like they made it almost entirely troll-proof, thankfully. Now let's go ahead and check out the final edition of this update, which is the new overhang car covers at the apartments. There are now these cool overhangs in the parking lot of the apartments to keep your car out of the rain. It would be nice to see EV chargers here in the future, as well as buckets to wash your car. That's everything new in this April Fool's update. What did you guys think of it, and what's your favorite limited? Feel free to tell me in the comments below. That's about it. See ya.